Hello everyone, a warm welcome to Decipher Sociology. This video is intended for those whose target is the year 2025. We assume that most of you are beginners. Perhaps you have seen the syllabus of sociology. So today's topic is to understand the syllabus of sociology given by UPSC. When you look at the syllabus, you will see that sociology consists of two papers. These papers are namely paper 1 and paper 2. So the first paper deals with fundamentals of sociology and the second paper deals with Indian society, structure and change. So, here we have fundamentals and then we have India or Indian society, structure and change. From here we can gather that first of all, in order to understand sociology, we have to grasp the concepts of sociology. And then what do? We apply whatever concepts, theories, perspectives that we learn from here to Indian society. This is our major aim. Now let's look at each paper separately. Fundamentals are divided into various parts. First of all, we learn about the emergence, how sociology emerged, how sociology was born, what happened before sociology was born, what was studied or what was done to study society, which disciplines were there before the emergence of sociology. All these things are taught to us in topic 1 of paper 1. So, we learn about emergence, we learn about what is happening in a modern society or modernity. We also learn what are the changes happening in society, which are known as social changes. Apart from that, in topic 1, we also learn about the scope of the subject. Scope means the boundary of subject. Every subject is required to have a boundary. Otherwise, one subject will encroach upon the boundaries of subject 2. So, a boundary is necessary so that they know that this subject matter I have to study and this subject matter this person has to study. So, scope is there. Along with that, sometimes people think that there is no difference between sociology and common sense. But in reality, there is some difference. Of course, there is some overlap also. So, all these we study in topic 1, right? Then we study topic 2. Here we learn about sociology as a science. Now you know that sociology is a humanities discipline. It is not physics, chemistry, biology. But there are thinkers who believe that sociology can be a science just like the physical sciences. We have different scholars, some saying that yes, it is possible, some saying no, it is not possible. So, all these things we will be studying in topic 2. Then we come to topic 3 of paper 1. Here we study about the methods of research, because sociology is a research discipline. We do field study, we do different kinds of studies. Although we cannot perform experiments like those performed in laboratories in the field of biology, chemistry, physics, but separate or different kinds of methods are used by scholars of sociology or sociologists. These methods and techniques we study under topic 3. Then topic 4 is the most important topic of paper 1 because it deals with 6 sociologists who are also sometimes known as the classical sociologists, mainly Karl Marx, Emil Durkheim, Max Weber. These are the sociologists who were responsible for the birth or the foundation of sociology, and although there are other thinkers also, for example, we have Auguste Comte, we have Spencer, but these are not in our syllabus. However, you have to have a small idea about these thinkers. Apart from that, majority the focus has to be on Karl Marx, Emil Durkheim, Max Weber, and then we have Talcott Parsons, Robert Merton and Mead. So 6 thinkers in all who are also known as the major thinkers of sociology. They are from the West. Why do we have to study Western thinkers? Because sociology emerged in the West. So we have to understand what was going on in their mind, what was happening in society during that time, and what was their thought process and their perspective. Then we come to topic 5. Here we start studying about the social structure. Just like a building or a structure made of bricks and mortar, sociology studies society and it sees the invisible part of society, the bonds present, the relationships between people, the patterns of relationships, different processes like that of social change, different social institutions, how these are built upon some kind of rules and regulations. All these come under social structure. So, the first social structure that we study is stratification, and one common example of stratification is caste system. It deals with a hierarchy, a pyramid, where people are arranged or groups of people are arranged on different levels according to different criteria. They could be class, they could be status or groups or gender or ethnicity or race. There could be different types of classifications. These we study in topic 5. Then we come to topic 6. Here we start studying the social institutions. Social institutions are an important component of society. The first social institution that we study is economy, on which is based our society. We study about work, we study about formal, informal labor, we study about organization of work in different kinds of societies. So here we study about societies like the primitive society, the slave society, the feudal society, the capitalist society. Then we come on to the next social institution, which is polity or politics and society. Here we study about power, about government, about bureaucracy, about different pressure groups, political parties. It is important because now elections are happening, perhaps it has happened in your place, some will be experiencing election in May. So, political parties must be in your mind right now. Then we study about nation, we study about state, we study about citizenship. We also study about democracy, very important because India is a democratic country. We also study about protests. Many protests are going on currently. Some kind of agitations. social movements, all these things we will study in topic 7. The next topic, topic 8, it deals with religion. Very important, it is a force which binds people, sometimes it divides also. So, here different theories have said different things about religion. So, we have to study the theories and then we study about the different practices. For example, there are some who practice animism, some monism, then pluralism. We have certain sects, cults, organized religion. Now, in modern society, what has happened? Secularization has happened, influence of religion has decreased because of science. So, all these things we have to study. We study about religious revivalism, we study about fundamentalism in topic 8. Then topic 9, we study about kinship family, very important. It is the first social institution that a child is introduced to. So, what happens and what forms of family are there, what forms of marriages are there, what happens in a lineage, what happens in a descent, what is matriarchy, what is patriarchy, what is matrilineal, what is patrilineal, what is patriarchy, what is sexual division of labor. All these things we study in topic 9. And finally, topic 10, we study about the changes that are happening in India as well as the West, especially US, UK, that is our focus because those are developed countries. So, we see how they have come to this point of development, what changes they underwent and what changes they are still going through. So, there are again certain theories. There are theories about developing nations and how they are dependent upon the developed nations, how education, how law, all these things are acting as agents of social change, how technology is changing society, how AI, artificial intelligence is changing society. So, this concludes our paper 1. In paper 2, the syllabus has been divided into 3 sections. Section A, Section B, Section C. In the first section, introduction has been given. Mainly we have to learn about the major Indian thinkers, Indian sociologists, and we learn about the colonial rule, what happened back then, because it was an important agent or a force which helped us study our society. It led to many changes in our society which the sociologists observed before colonialism or before colonial rules. We had a different kind of society, we had a different kind of village system. But after the advent of British, we had certain drastic changes. Similarly, in section B, we mainly study about the structure. You remember structure? I was talking about the brick and mortar structure buildings. Similarly, the same social institutions we will be studying in Indian context, such as rural structure, agrarian structure, village structure, farmers, what is happening in villages, how are people living, what is happening to their economy, to their market, to their polity, to their religion, to their family. We study about caste system, what is happening to untouchability, is it still there in some parts, in what forms is it there. Then we study about the tribals, their development, what happened during the British rule, what happened to the forest laws, the tribal rights, their livelihood. All these things we learn about in section B. Apart from that, we also learn about the classes. Okay? The classes, and we learn about family, very important. We learn about religion. all these things which we have studied in paper 1, we try to apply in the Indian context. Then after studying all the social institution, we come to social change, which is section C. So here whatever changes are happening can be seen by a sociologist, by a researcher. All those things are captured and then we study them. For example, in our economy what is happening, in our polity what is happening, in the village what changes are happening, industries what is happening, urban areas, slums, poverty, right? Agriculture what is happening, for example, green revolution, how did it influence our economy? Then we have in industries we have informal sector, formal sector, we have also children who are being employed as laborers. In polity, what is happening to our democracy, to our voting system, what is happening to decentralization of power, Panchayati Raj, secularization, the influence of religion is decreasing. And then we have many movements happening in India. For example, Chipko movement, all these will be related to environment. We have many kinds of women movement, abolition of sati, widow remarriage. Then we have backward classes, Dalit movements, ethnicity and identity movements related to the northeast, the tribals, many things related to the population. These can be found especially in different kinds of reports, census reports. We have birth, death, infant mortality, maternal mortality, what is happening to the reproductive health, what is happening to family planning, what is happening to the sex ratio. There is a new concept which some of you may not be aware of this, aging or ageism, what happens when the elderly, they are discriminated. Then we have a section of people who are migrating. They could be migrating from rural to urban areas and from urban to abroad. So these also we study. And finally we study what challenges our country is facing during the implementation of social change. What challenges are we facing? When we try to develop a particular area, then many people are getting displaced. Their lands are getting confiscated. There are many environmental problems. There are floods. There are problems of rehabilitation. So these are the problems that come along with development. We also have challenges like poverty, deprivation, which we have to eliminate. We have to raise our voices against violence which women face, cases of sexual harassment at workplace or in public area. We have conflicts between different castes, conflicts between different ethnicities, between different religions or communities, communalism. Then we have in the education area, though we are trying hard to bring equal opportunities to people, to bring opportunities of equal education, still we find that there are areas of dropouts. The enrollment ratio is not decreasing, is falling in many areas. The females, they are going out of schools, they are getting married. Because they are getting married, they are not attending schools or colleges. So we have different kinds of disparities which we need to eliminate. So all these comes in our sociology syllabus. A short overview. In sociology, we study about fundamentals in paper 1, Indian society, paper 2. In the fundamentals, we study about emergence, we study about different research methods, different schools of thoughts. When we study about sociology as science, we study about sociologists, we study about social stratification, work and economy. Then we have polity, religion, family. Then we study about social change. Similarly, in Indian society, we study about structure plus change divided into 3 sections, section A, section B, section C. Here we study about the theories or theorists who were responsible for the emergence of sociology in India, the colonial rule and its impact on Indian society and sociology. We study majorly about the social institutions in section B and social change, as well as the challenges in section C. So, we hope that you are going to enjoy the syllabus. It is very important to remember the syllabus. Only then you will be able to visualize it in the exam hall, which will help you in correlating stuff, which will help you in connecting stuff and placing the question in the right topic or subtopic. Very important. So, look at the syllabus every day. Try to have a hard copy. Look at it every day and brainstorm using the PYQs, previous year's papers. For the previous years, the last 10 years papers are very important. Once you have done it, go for those questions which are asked before that. But first of all, most important, 10 years, very, very, very important, because in sociology the questions are asked repeatedly. That is why you have to make sure that you do not lose this chance when you know in advance the kind of questions that can be asked from a particular topic. And of course, you have to study current affairs regularly so that you can have an edge in the area of dynamic questions. Don't worry, we are going to guide you in the area of dynamic questions, but first the foundation, that is the static portion, should be built first. All the best. Happy learning.